We'll call up then Lisa Allen, who's the operation managers of tour sales and California tourism with Amador Stage Lines. Welcome, Lisa.
Hi there. Good
Hi.
afternoon, Madam Chair and members. Thank you so much for having me today. It's an honor to be here and very nice that we can all get together and do this. My name is Lisa Allen, and I'm the operations manager at my family motor coach business, Amador Stage Lines, here in Sacramento. It's an honor to represent the California Bus Association, the motor coach companies who make up the ground transportation engine of California tourism. Many don't know that most of California motor coach companies are family owned and operated. Amador Stage Lines was founded in 1852 as a stagecoach company carrying miners from the Sacramento area to the Gold Country. My grandparents started a charter and school bus service in 1947 and then purchased Amador in 1966, and the wheels have been rolling ever since, or should I say until now. People ask, how long have you been in the bus business? And I used to laugh and say, womb to tomb. My parents met at a motor coach convention, and I have been surrounded by the bus world ever since I was born. Now instead of womb to tomb, I'm worried it's womb to year 2020. Currently, the charter bus industry's business has come to a complete halt. We went from 90 moves a day to 2, and those 2 are because they're a small contract move for the military here locally in Sacramento. In fact, another California bus company moved troops to the U.S. Mercy in Long Beach when called in March. When COVID hit and the governor declared an emergency, we started getting cancellation after cancellation for trips from March until present day. We refunded all of our customers' prepayments. Although the charters have stopped coming in, there are still bills that need to be paid. Our businesses have loan payments on new CARB compliant buses. In fact, we were one of the first companies to convert our fleet before the CARB rules were in place. We have building payments, insurance payments, healthcare payments, DMV registration payments, and more. Speaking of DMV registration payments, how would you like to pay $152,000 in bus registration fees for vehicles and not be able to use them? It's a lot of money, $152,000, and our buses are sitting in our yard. Our story is the same story in a different version for all California bus associations. Overall, this is a fairness issue. We are completely shut down as a business because of the governor's stay-at-home order. Now our industry is simply asking for a credit of our DMV registration fees for 2020 that we can use towards 2021. It's not fair to charge companies these DMV registration fees if we really can't operate until the governor declares a phase 4. Before we know it, February 2021 will be here. Our DMV renewal of registration fees will be due. For many companies, this will be the straw that breaks the camel's back. There is no income. Everything each family business has fought for could be thrown out the window in a blink of an eye. Today, we've heard from the president of Visit California talk about our wonderful tourism market. From the beaches to the redwoods to the many wine countries all over the state, everyone can find something they can enjoy in California. During this time, tourism has come to an end, so buses have come to an end. In the past, we would do 40 trips to Disneyland per weekend in May for grad nights. We would do wine country trips, weddings, Yosemite trips, coastal trips, you name it. We were out there. Without help, it is predicted that 80 to 90% of bus companies will go out of business. Who will move California tourists to all of our wonderful spots? We went from 110 employees to currently 10 employees. Instead of keeping employees on furlough, we recently had to let many employees go that have worked for us for 20 to 30 years. These people are not just employees, they are family. They have watched my family grow, and we've watched theirs. To think we had to let them go was devastating, but it's really the only way we can survive. We are not alone. Before COVID hit, there were 460,000 employees employed by motor coach companies nationwide, from drivers, office staff, mechanics, and so on. In the recent weeks, 308,000 have been laid off or furloughed. This news is hard to hear. It not only hurts us as a whole, but our extended families and the economy. The motor coach industry as a whole is on the brink of no return. Without any help, many companies will no longer be in business. Who will bring the groups into the Monterey Bay Aquarium? Who will take the tourists to Pier 39 for a day of shopping and fun? The U.S. motor coach industry provides nearly 600 million passenger trips per year. The airlines provide 700 million domestic trips per year. So we're very close in passenger travel. They receive 25 billion and we've received 0. The motor coach industry is taken for granted, but we're there to take your child to their first overnight field trip. We're there to get thousands out of a natural disaster, out of fires, and so on. We're there for your best friend's wedding. We're there as a designated driver out on the town. We're there to take 55 cars off the road at a certain time to help better the air quality and do our part to combat climate change, plus much more. As a whole, the motor coach industry brings in $237 billion in tourism and jobs nationwide. Without us, there will be a big difference in the overall economy. We are always here to help. Now we need your help. We need your help and your voices. We hope that we can receive a credit for our DMV registration fees for the next year. If this burden is lifted, there's still hope companies can stay afloat. We want to be there when you call. We want to be there for the good times. We want to be there in the necessary moments of survival. I want my children to have the joy of sharing their motor coach industry stories and to be proud of continuing a legacy. I know I speak for myself and many others today. We love what we do, and we do it for the people. The motor coach industry needs to be saved, and we need your help. Our slogan is, "We're going places." I hope we and others can continue that slogan for many, many months and years to come. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope I made an impact on how important the motor coach industry not only is to myself, but California, our economy, our employees, tourism, and business owners. Let's not look back and say, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. Let's make a difference today and keep our motor coach industry in business. Thank you so much. And to hit your points really quick, I think I covered it multiple times in here, but the DMV registration fees, it's huge. I mean, our buses are parked. We've done one trip since March 17th. So basically we paid $152,000 to license our buses, and we've done one trip. So it's huge, and that's not only us, but a 5-bus company, a 20-bus company, whether it's 20,000, 100,000, 150,000, it's a huge impact on us. People cannot stay in business. And then the carb rule, there's a company in San Francisco, Hop On Tours. It's a double-decker bus. He called me yesterday and he asked if I could mention the carb rule. He just purchased multiple buses for his company, and he has like good 4 or 5 years to use them because the emissions rule, of course. So he's saying if we can't use them for 1 to 2 years, he was hoping to use them for 4 to 5 years, but now he's out probably 1 to 2 years of use of the buses. So it's tough.
Those are very specific requests, and I think they're very important because it could be something that we might be able to do something about.
That would be great.
We can do our best, but when it's very specific like that, there's always an opportunity that we can make a case for it. So we appreciate it. We also appreciate your story. Very compelling. Thank you.
Thank you so much.